13, them numbers. I like how you notice everything. You pay attention to detail. That you knew that my dark ass eyebrows was not my eyebrows. Well, they are my eyebrows, but she just definitely added this dark ass shit to my fucking eyes. But anyway.
I do try to pay attention. I mean,
you pay attention to details.
my daughter's getting on my nerves these days because I think that the teenage part of her is losing attention.
Absolutely. Episode 13.
Episode 13.
Let's go.
Let me get comfortable.
Get comfortable. Bring it home. Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Dear Love and Lust Podcast with your hosts, Shavina, Bklyn, Shay, Richardson, and Jumaine, Maine Event Brown, me. And today I'm rocking my So Albany hat and shirt, long sleeve tee. Shout out to Just.
Yes.
Appreciate the hookup. I don't usually shout anybody out. I'm not Billboard Shay over here.
Whatever,
but when somebody look out, I look out.
I love it. And it looks very good on you, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, eyebrows look nice.
Thank you. He's so funny. He is so funny. Thank you so much. All right. Shout out to Meek. All right. Typically, I got my facial like I normally do, self-care. I cannot hear myself. Facial, and then I had her do my eyebrows or whatever. So when you first get them done, there we go.
That's what it was. That fan and power.
So when you first get them done, they're very, very dark. And I am obviously I'm highlight yellow. A little bit. So it's a little
nice
strong for me. Yes,
you just got to be patient.
I have to be patient with time. Yeah. Yes, I do. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. And shout out to Meek. She's doing her thing up there off of Albany Shaker Road. Again, we will plug and put the information there. So, who are you, sir? Dear
me?
Love and Lust, the CEO, the founder, the creator, the all there is to know.
I mean, I'm just Jumaine, Maine Event Brown. Photographer, DJ, promoter, single dad.
Yes, sir.
Of a beautiful 13-year-old girl, soon to be 14.
When's her birthday?
May 15th.
Oh my gosh, it's the day after Tammy's. Did you know that? Mm-hmm.
No, I did not.
Now you know. Mm-hmm.
No.
Taurus. The wonderfulness.
I do my thing. MaineEventLive.com is my website. You can find out more about me and some upcoming events because outside is starting to open back up.
Yes, Lord.
I mean, for some people, outside ain't never closed, but we ain't going to talk about them.
No, we not. We not.
But that's what it is.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. I mean,
who the hell are you?
And stuff like that. I'm Bklyn Shay, founder of Her Temple Monologues, and then some. Definitely involved in a lot. I love poetry. I love creating. I'm also a part of United Sisters of New York. In episode 12, I neglected to mention that, and I was so mad at myself, like, how you say everything else and you don't say that? But United Sisters of New York, they know I love them. So it's real, recognize real, that type of stuff. I am getting so into production right now. I love creating and just skits and everything. I'm also a mother, divorced happily, and single as fuck. Okay, can I say that?
You
I think
said it.
Yes.
It
okay.
matter.
I am actively dating, and I'm enjoying the dating scene. All right.
Really?
But.
Are we really enjoying the day? Oh, you know what? We'll talk.
We're going to talk about that. But I'm attempting to enjoy the dating scene. It's a little different because it's like you don't have expectations. But we'll get into that. Intros first. So who am I? I'm Bklyn Shay. And that's it.
All right.
All right.
What is the Dear Love and Lust podcast? The Dear Love and Lust podcast shares perspectives from both a man and a woman in response to submitted anonymous questions regarding love, sex, and relationships. There will also be various topics discussed as well.
Yes, sir.
Today's title for episode 13 is Ask Me Anything. Now, it was just going to be us just chopping it up and asking each other's questions, but we do got a couple questions in here. We will get to the chop it up, once we get into the topics.
Okay.
Um,
And I can't wait because I'm an open book. I think y'all know more about my life now than anybody has ever known. But I'm going to ask you some questions. That's for sure. I'm diving in. I'm going to be nosy today.
you can be nosy.
Be all up in your business.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Let's get started.
let's get started. All right. We hope that y'all good and everything like that. Yeah, definitely do not forget this is an intro. It's going to be the outro as well. But don't forget to hit up Maine Event Live and check out the merch that's up there as well as email us at dear. Where they email us?
DearLovingLust@gmail.com.
Okay, see how to put them on the spot. Ah, get it? Okay.
There we go.
Real quick. Okay, so am I doing question number 1?
Yeah.
All right. So the question that came in from Mr. Modest, and we hope he is as modest, the modest income. There we go. So here we go. Do women with money only date dudes with money? Or can a dude with less money than them have a chance? Let me answer this question real quick. So for
Since you're the woman of the...
a person who does well for herself, I would like to say that
Anybody looking for a sugar mama?
Stop it. Shut up.
Sweet as chocolate and candy. Let me stop.
Whatever. So I would say yes. Women can date a man. For myself, I have, and I thought a few of them, they were very. They weren't leeches, nor did they expect me to always fit the bill or anything like that. They just didn't make as much as me, but they didn't have 100 jobs either. So my expectations was not that, it was split. I'm always with 100. You know what I'm saying? So like if we go out enough and you're always the one that's treating because you feel as the man you should, I have a problem with that because I feel that we as women should, offer to do something. So I normally be like, after a few dates, I humbly ask.
Different.
Maybe, but I humbly ask, are you open? Because I never wanted to masculate a man in what they have been brought up to do. So I would always ask, are you open to me, providing the support and setting up a date to take you out versus you taking me out. So,
see, now, my mentality and my perspective is usually the person that asks you out on a date is the one that's treating you to the date. So, excuse me.
Yeah, I know.
But here's what tends to happen. I'm also a gentleman. So even if the woman does take me out and offer to pay, I'm probably going to pay while she's at the bathroom.
You see what I'm saying?
Or just not let her pay at all.
Right.
Unless, it's one of them times where
you just don't got it.
My pockets is coughing like they got coronavirus their damn self.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And not just talking about just dates and getting to what he's saying in terms of like just income wise. Would I date someone that didn't match my income level? Absolutely. I would, because it's never for me about what's in someone's pockets. It's like, okay, who is the person? Because I could fall on hard times. Will you be that person that would be there to pick me up or to support me through my struggles, if that was even the case? You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I know a lot of great women that are prestigious in their careers and they're doing well. They have their businesses and this, that, and the third, and they are open to anybody. One that has common sense, that's loyal, that's faithful, that's willing to treat them well. And if they have kids, that's looking out for not only them, but for their children when they choose to introduce them to them. It's never about the money at all. It's all about the integrity of the person, and actions speak louder than words. So
True.
That's it.
From the male perspective, and, I'll get a little personal about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a broke dude, but I'm far from rich.
Mm-hmm.
There's levels to the type of men, and I'm speaking about men, that meaning like they're not unemployed. They actually have jobs or they have a source of income or run a business. There's
Right.
different levels. I'm the dude that kind of falls in that gray area in between where, you know, Friday I could be balling
Right.
and then Sunday it's all gone.
Right.
But
'Cause you
then
pay
Monday
bills.
it's come back.
Right.
Wednesday we up again.
Right.
Friday we down again.
Mhm.
Because I do a little everything. I have a steady day job,
Mhm.
work in the school district,
Right.
but I also am an entrepreneur, so I do different things, photography.
Mhm.
That's a very expensive business to run,
Mhm.
which is why, you know, weddings and all these other things do cost so much.
Right.
DJing, equipment costs money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All this stuff, like,
Mhm.
you know, the best laptop to have is a MacBook, and you know how much those cost.
Yes. Exactly.
You know what I mean? eBay has been my friend.
Hello.
Um, And then, you know, when I do events, you know, that ain't cheap.
No.
Just to get it started.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Cover charge is not just a cover charge,
Right.
just to
But he moving forward is gonna have a business partner, and her name happens to be Bklyn Shay.
Oh, look at that.
And
She
I'll be
talking her
buying
mouth.
into that mofo. Okay, say event who? Where? We doing what? Okay, we buying land where? Okay,
Don't start.
so I don't know who might be shorty that he dating, but make room. Anyway, let's get to the real shit.
I'm trying to date. I want to say I'm dating anybody.
He trying.
Right now.
He doing
I'm
well.
trying.
He's doing well for himself.
I have a person in particular interest. I don't know
Right.
if that interest is completely shared equally yet.
It is shared, and I need you to believe that it's shared. Okay, I don't know who she is, but whoever you are, show the fuck up for my friend. Okay, serious. Okay, we talk shit a lot and we bullshit, but it's nothing ever, and it's never going on. Okay, so please show up for him. The hell.
But see, the thing is, it's not. If I was younger years, I would feel some type of way, but I do understand it's not about me. It is also that other person. Stop it. But back to what I was saying. I'm taking the camera. It's on me. I don't need your expressions right now.
Go ahead now.
But back to what I was saying, like, I've been able to literally date many levels of women throughout my 42 years of living.
Mm-hmm.
And many times that women have actually made more than me, but they weren't interested in my money. They're interested in me.
Correct.
So it is possible for women to date for whatever reason. And most of them always thought I made more than them anyway, because I did do a lot of stuff, pay for dates, all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was in my affordable. I never, after maybe my sophomore year in college, I learned that lesson the hard way, trying to be all nice and impressive for somebody, and then,
Right.
you know, I end up getting played. Never again. You know what I mean? And I do have that generous heart in me personally.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned, you know, I'm not going to overextend myself for somebody that's not going to do the same.
Okay.
And what Mr. Modest Income is probably talking about is making sure, well, the women are making sure when they do choose to date somebody that they're not overextending themselves.
Exactly.
Because a lot of them, you know, have gone out of their way for some dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody talking about the STEMI,
Mm-hmm.
you know, tax refunds and stuff like that. That refund money, that dude, you thought that dude was going to flip it. He ended up just ripping it. And
I appreciate anybody who got the STEMI. Good job. Because there was a cutoff. If you ain't qualified, you normally made over a certain amount.
there you go.
So I do appreciate y'all that received that. So, and my thought process is that's not chump change. For some people who need that, really, it did what it needed to do for you. Great job. But
here's the thing. The reason why this particular run of STEMI is more exciting than the others, it's $1,400 for the head of household or whoever claimed the title, plus $1,400 for each child. So if that woman or that
six
person,
kids, but
that
it still
dad,
was a cap. It still was a cap. It was a cap on how much they was really
I'm
giving
saying
me.
if I gave you 2,800 right now,
Right, you gave me 2,800. That's great. That's my mortgage and paying for my 4 cars. So
see,
it's like it's great. However,
she talking a mess right there. You see that? That was a low key brag right there.
no, it wasn't. Humbly, it ain't shit for me. So hold that up.
She trying to top me off. Look at that.
Humbly, it's not. And I do appreciate anything that ever comes my way on that level. You blessing me with that. That's going to take care of some bills for sure. But what I'm saying is just in general, from what he's talking about, like for you and out here and you're dating and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, so what? You're not rich as of yet, but you don't do bad for yourself. So it's like all women in general want is someone honestly that's loyal, that's committable, that's really just there for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who cares what the hell you got in your pocket? You could get there. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones that are a bunch of fuck boys and have community dicks that people have a problem with.
So I saw something on Instagram from the at 8 at a table. I think I sent you that.
Yeah, you did.
And one of the dudes on the panel, because I guess the original subject was basically about, men dogging women for always going after dudes with money. So one dude's like, well, let's flip it.
Right.
If you're a woman that does well for herself, make more money than most dudes,
Right.
and other women in general, what if a dude's coming at you for your money? How would you feel? What's your reaction? And automatically, that dude is cheesy or he's corny, he's this, you know what I mean? And he was like, but women could do it, why can't the guys do it?
Keeping with what you're saying right now, let me go to this photo real quick. I hope it's in this phone because it could be in the other one. Okay, here we go. I was on TikTok.
All
I
right.
love TikTok now. Okay. Can you read what that says?
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but women supposed to turn felons, cheaters, community dick, and liars into kings. Okay.
So,
that's real.
That's some real shit. Okay, should you read it again?
I don't need to read it.
So. I think they got it.
But it got pretty heated because most of the women there were just like, nah, that's not cool. So there's a little double standard in that particular
arena.
Yeah. Now it's understandable because traditionally, I'm part of that Steve Harvey school slowly where, it don't matter. I'm a man. I'm going to do what I need to do for that lady.
Right.
I don't care if she make more money than me or not.
Yeah, and that's the part where I'm saying we grew up the same. So it's like my uncles and my family, they did those things. So like I told you, when I go out on a date, my expectations, I do look at that. That's one of my deal breakers. Like how far I'm going to go with you. Based off of if you even feel that you looking at me. If you're asking and you telling me, yo, I've been trying to holler at you for a minute and you want an opportunity and you get an opportunity to go out on a date with me, I'm expecting roses. I don't care really about you paying the fucking bill. I'm expecting roses. Why? Because I love roses. Period. And you've been trying to holler.
But what if he didn't get to know that part yet?
Well, he did get to know it if he had fucking talking about you been researching me and looking whatever.
Well, now he will if he's paying attention to the Dare Love and Lust podcast.
Correct. But people be paying attention, but they just don't do it. Why? Because they so used to people not having expectations for certain shit. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to date me, you're going to date appropriately, period. And that's just it. And then if you don't, I know exactly how far to go with you, and you my little friend.
My little friend.
You're my little friend. So I will not have no expectations for you. If I say I want to do something nice for you, it's because I feel like I want to. But other than that, you're my little friend. I don't take you seriously.
There it is.
Period. Okay?
Right. So
anyway, moving on.
We want y'all to comment. You know what I mean? Hit the Dare Love and Lust Facebook page.
Chime in.
Email us, dareloveandlust@gmail.com, and give us your 2 cents.
All right, man. You up next.
Oh, this is a perfect question that you should answer.
So,
Let's go.
oh my, I'm scared.
I am a newlywed. Me and my husband decided to wait until marriage to have sex.
You're funny. You're funny.
Sadly, and I'll repeat this, sadly, the sex with him has not been enjoyable. If he doesn't get it together, I'm going to be highly tempted to cheat. He's really a good man overall, but waiting till marriage was his idea and I feel scammed. What should I say or do to help make this better? Miss Not Satisfied. Dun 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 dun.
I don't know why we dun and me over here.
Somebody is. I'm waiting for their husband.
I am, but I definitely feel that you should not cheat on your husband.
I agree.
I feel that you should communicate effectively and let him know what it is that he's doing that is not pleasing you and satisfying you.
How does he do that?
She needs to have an adult conversation with the person that she married. Okay? Because just in general, people misconstrue the fact that they just assume that someone should know how to treat them in a bedroom because what worked for somebody else or what used to work for you or what does work for you, another man you're thinking of did that. So that means that, okay, your husband, since he never touched you, you have these ideologies about somebody that you used to fuck or make love to. So you need to have a spiritual bath and rid yourself of all of that so that you will be cleansed and ready
This
for your
reminds me
husband.
of that BET show, the
Which one?
newer Tyler Perry one. I think it's Sisters. I don't know. Maybe it's not a Tyler Perry show, but it's Sisters. One of the characters on the show is dating a dude that doesn't want to have sex.
Okay.
And the girl is hot and bothered
She's
all
ready.
the time.
Okay, so she's ready to have it, but he's want to wait. Okay, yeah, but don't.
And she's, her questions are like, well, can we do this? Well, what about this?
Oh,
what
like
about
what we were talking about before about, it's head sex. I don't think
what
so.
can we get? And he's like, yeah, you don't want to go anywhere.
He don't want to have.
Like y'all laying in bed together, chill, and
He just want to cuddle.
He just want.
Well, you gotta respect it. I like intimacy. I love intimacy. I love it.
See, sex is not always intimacy, and
No,
intimacy
it's not.
is not always, or intimacy is not always not sex. So never mind.
I'm gonna need him to repeat that again. Say that one more time.
Sex is not always intimacy, and intimacy is not always not sex.
Okay.
So there has to be a balance between the two. And it's, I don't know, man. Here's the thing. If he was the one that suggested, 9 times out of 10, he probably grew up very spiritual in the church or some type of thing, and he might not have any experience at all. So before, Miss Not Satisfied jumps the gun and decides to go find somebody else to get her rocks off, she just may need to teach him some things. He may not have any experience.
He might not. But
You know what I mean?
she's saying this was the part that I feel scammed. I'm like, ooh, that's strong. Like,
Well, here's the thing. He's probably a very handsome dude, which is why I was bringing up the Sisters TV show thing. And, there's probably always been an attractive vibe. He treats her well. She treats him nice. You know what I mean? He's probably enamored by her looks.
excuse
You
me,
know what I
I have
mean?
to yodel for that.
And I don't know. Like, I just feel like he just doesn't have, and he probably doesn't even watch porn. No Kurt Franklin.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying. Kirk's been in the news. You know what I mean?
He has.
His son really tried to play him.
He really did, but he deserved it. But anyway, that's the topics.
Um,
All right. So the getting to the get down. All right. Realistically, we agree that she needs to pretty much holla at your husband. Okay, because he's not your boyfriend. He's not somebody you just dating or seeing. He's her husband.
Here's what she needs to do. you have to tell him and not worry about his ego. Because you're not dealing with somebody you're dating or a boyfriend. You're dealing with your
Right.
husband.
Correct.
So his ego will be scarred at first. But when you explain to him that you're thinking about cheating
Mm-hmm.
so she can get her satisfaction, that other ego would kick in, and it's going to be like, nah, I got you. You know what I mean? You might have to introduce some special videos.
You might. You might have to do a little bit more than what you would typically do. But do you feel me when I say that she's still stemming off the past people that she's been with? If she's saying
Yeah, she's
she's not satisfied. Okay, so it's just like, okay, well, introduce him to
But
what you are
that's what I'm
satisfied
saying.
with. No,
That's
I get you. I get you. I
He
got
don't
you.
have past.
He
She does.
he may have, but he may have never been told that it was whack. Because I told you before, I done had some whack shit, and the person got a bunch of kids running around, and I'm like, hell, you got some kids. I know it don't take much to nut, but damn it.
What I would also suggest is you make him watch you please yourself. For him.
I'm trying to tell you.
He can't touch you. You tie him up on a chair or something, and just you go to town. Because I'm sure you got a few, adult toys and objects that you enjoy. Because you probably need that since he hasn't been satisfying you.
She might or she might not. Okay, everybody don't just because somebody ain't pleasing them don't mean that they have to have a toy.
Have you seen the female section in the adult?
I have, and I told you I used to be a frequent flyer until I learned to stop doing that to myself because I was like, the nightcap is crazy. Like it's so much it scarred me. So now I can't even have somebody really give me head because I'm going to sleep because I have tamed her. To a point that she knows once you nut, you're going to bed.
Well, you different though, because you would probably that's how you went to sleep.
That's how I went to sleep for
so
a very long
that's daily
time.
every night.
Every night. When I tell you every night, every night. I was batteries. I should have had a stock in Duracell. Okay, and
so
the
that's
Energized
different.
butter. Yeah,
that's
bunny.
different.
Anyway, not
it's
butter.
different than the occasional.
Nah, I need to nut a lot. Yes.
Wait, say that again.
I need to nut a lot.
I didn't hear you.
You heard what the hell I said. And what
you said?
I need to nut a lot.
Okay.
I like pleasure and I like pleasing. So anyway.
But this is coming from somebody who doesn't engage in sexual activity.
Right. So what?
All right, we're gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna mess with Shay today.
Rewind. He could mess with me because that's a lie. I didn't say I didn't engage in sexual activity. I said nobody is penetrating me. That's what I said.
All right, I'm gonna shut up then.
All right. Get your whole life.
We're gonna get it right.
I'm a sexual being. Anyway.
I mean, last episode we did have a revelation occur, so I will shut up on that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. You need to. Mm-hmm. Because I will go there. I will go.
So, Miss Satisfied, hopefully you will take the time to discuss with your partner, and I hope your relationship is not so superficial that you can't do that.
Right. Because then she'll be able to determine if he's worth it. Because if he flips the fuck out, initially he might feel some kind of way because it is an insult. But if he comes back to the table like, babe, I just want to please you and I want to learn how I can please you, girl, drop them panties and say, hello. It sounds like a plan to me. Okay.
There you go.
All right. And the disclaimer, we are not experts. We are just two people that been through some shit. So this is for entertainment only.
Yeah, this is for entertainment purposes. If you really want, there are counselors and specialists.
Mm-hmm.
If you can afford to go.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
There you go.
You up next. You gonna skip Shay topics?
It's Shay's topics. You
Shay's
got topics.
I got topics.
You got topics, don't you?
Yes, I do. So
right.
a few of them.
A few?
Yes, I do.
How many?
So many. Two.
All right.
Two.
Go ahead.
I think 2 or 3. Anyway, so here's the first one. Question, because it's like dumb. As a man who considers himself a gentleman, right? When you meet a female, you disclosed to me in the beginning and stated that you don't necessarily dive in and start doing the most. Meaning, example, when I talked about me loving roses and, guys typically they
Mm.
will get me roses because they know I like roses or whatever like that. And then it just stops because they inconsistent. Right? So you was like, yeah, because they know what you like, so they doing that initially just to reel you in or whatever. But then there's no substance. There's no, I want to keep doing it for her because they are not vested. So you said you wait and you don't go that far
Right.
in. Okay. Tell me more about that because I want to know what it is like to date a gentleman.
Okay. Here's the thing. Again, I'm 42.
Right.
I've done the go all out, try to impress, do whatever. 90% of the times it backfires because the person is not actually liking you. They're liking what you do.
Understood.
There is no getting to know. There is no this. It's just like, oh, this made me feel good when he bought me this, or he took me this, or he bought me that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do all that,
Right.
wooing right away.
Okay. Hold that.
I do the interview process.
Okay. Tell me more.
There has to be levels before we get to the wooing.
Okay. Or courting, because it's courtship, right? It's considered courtship when
Well,
people do stuff. Okay. Wonderful. So, all right. Diving a little bit deeper on this topic of dating, because I'm really impressed by this whole new wave of dating. That's why I'm asking these
Nude
questions.
Wade?
New wave.
Oh, new wave.
wave of
Okay.
dating,
Okay.
because it requires nothing. The new wave requires nothing. It appears.
It depends on the person. Here's the thing. If are you,
Uh-huh.
somebody reaches out to date you,
Mm-hmm.
you can break it down right on that first initial meeting what is required in order to date you.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
If that person is really into you and he listens, he will do those things to date you if he's really into you.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be just, even if it's just sexual, he's still going to do those things. Feel it's worth it. If he's not into you
Mm-hmm.
and you're just a flyby thing and he was like, oh, that'd be nice to, whatever.
Tap that ass. Yep.
He gonna either fall back
Mm-hmm.
or neg you or do some other stuff. Just, you're not gonna get the genuine person.
All right.
You know what I mean? You gotta put the claim down, and vice versa. A man is only gonna do what he feels is necessary.
Okay. Well, piggybacking.
She taking notes.
No. I'm writing something down because I'm about to hit him with something else real quick.
Oh my gosh,
So
she
most-
set me up, right?
Most recently, the Migos have been in the news
Oh,
with
Lord.
Sweetie and Wonderful Quavo, right? And she is dragging his ass. When I say drag, I mean you could have just let it go, but it appears she's
How old is
feeling,
Sweetie?
I don't know how old she is.
She's still in her 20s.
Yeah, okay. Well, she appears to have dated a few, affluent people. Justin from, what's his name? P. Diddy's son. Is that right? Yes, I think so. Yeah. So
Diddy used to probably date her mom. Who knows?
who knows? But
50, I think, used to date her mom. No,
no.
I'm wrong. Her mom is that Asian black mixed girl. She used to be in videos. Like, she was a video vixen.
Okay. So long story short, right? She recently said it was very toxic. He obviously cheated on her, stepped out on her, whatever like that. That was the implications. All this is alleged. Okay.
I saw on the MTO,
Right.
he sent the Bentley people to repo the Bentley he gave her. Yo.
He's serious. He like, yo, take that
But
shit back. But it was a gift. So I'm like, if you gifted somebody a Bentley, then that it is what it is. But the fact that she's like going in, where I just feel like, okay, if you decided to leave a situation, then you leave a situation. So putting it out to you, because you're a male, how would you feel if a female was to go as hard as she's going about y'all relationship and putting it out on social media so publicly?
In my opinion, and I have not dived as deep other than some passing scrolling and seeing some headlines.
Okay.
I don't know the full situation, but my assumption, based on what you just said, she is her feelings in her heart is hurt.
Yeah, I thought so.
And when you have not been through that type of experience, she's a pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot going for her. Her mom wasn't broke, per
Mm-hmm.
se.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She lives in L.A. Like, you
Yeah.
grew up in that area. L.A. is not cheap to live.
Facts.
And I'm not talking Compton. She's close, at
Yeah.
least at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a different level of things that she had resources and access to.
Mm-hmm.
Heartbreak wasn't one of them, because most of the time, I guarantee, she was the one doing the heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
And not on some filthy, just like, she like you for a week and then she get tired of you and breaks up with you.
Are the Migos, realistically, them brothers, are they parents alive?
I don't know. I haven't chimed
We
into
gotta
it.
chive into this because I want
I
to
don't
know,
have his.
because it's like Offset cheats, this one cheats, that one cheats.
But you
it's just
gotta
like,
understand where they from. They from Atlanta, and you saw that other video that I sent you, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Now,
But what?
I don't live there. I know a few people that live there, and some of the things that they basically say is like,
It's so much.
women are the
Majority.
dominant population,
The majority. Mm-hmm.
and then even if the men are close in population, half of them are gay,
Okay.
or bisexual, or down low, or just filthy
Piece of shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the slim pickings
3%.
are usually, the ones that the ones that are attractive or drawing the attention are usually ones that got the money and different things.
Wow. Okay. So
And then I guarantee if most of the time when you're out and where you meet men is in a nightclub or a bar,
that is not gonna work out well.
you're probably the one that is like, oh, they bought me drinks. That's a nice gesture, culturally wise. You know what I mean? Not that you're just impressed because they bought you a drink, but
That was a nice gesture.
right,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, maybe he's interested.
Right.
Even if it's just some draws, let me see what I can get out of it.
Yeah. Getting back to the Sweetie thing.
But Sweetie, I really just think
Quavo, not Offset, sorry.
he hurt her feelings. And if he did actually cheat on her, and if it was whatever rumors that they're listening,
Yeah,
that's the reaction you're going to get, especially.
I wonder let me see if I put that in here too, because I know I was going to post it. At some point I was going to post it, and I was mad that people was trying to drag her because they're like, oh, why she put their business out there and stuff like that.
Here's the thing.
It's open to the world. Hold on. Let me, this was the line. You hear me? Because the Shade Room put it up there. When she says, presents don't ban band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. The love isn't real when intimacy is given to other women.
That's
deep.
That's a good
That's
observation.
Deep. She said, I'm single. That was how she started that. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't ban scars, and the love isn't real when intimacy is given to other women. Now, I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom. Excited for this new chapter of elevation. That's what she said.
Oh, that sounds deep, so sweet.
That's deep.
I have a different perspective, and my perspective is tainted because I have dealt with people that have in the industry. I have seen the fraudulent setups and the way that they operate for views and attention and publicity.
Which she doesn't need because she was already popping. So, go ahead.
You can dismiss that all you want.
She was already popping. Even though I know bad publicity is publicity, but she was already popping. So, go ahead. Sidebar, did you see Santana? Oh my God.
No.
Did you see her?
No. She just posted another one.
Listen,
that
my
is
God,
her girl
that is
crush.
my girl crush. So,
it's bad.
Listen to me.
Like, it's real bad.
Oh my God. I gotta pull up the picture. Go ahead, talk about what you're talking about.
Like I might even,
I'm gonna show you.
if I can mess around and book her one day just to host an event, I might do that just for Bklyn.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, this is not fair. I said, the fuck?
Yeah, she had a moment.
I did. I'm sorry. Sidebar.
Shay's from Brooklyn, and the Brooklyn chicks tend to have a little dude in them.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Yes, I'm stereotyping.
My
Don't
God,
Don't at me.
He is. But he's on point when it come to me, though. So let's go.
But here's the thing.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Back to the sweetie thing, right?
Yes, keep talking. Go ahead.
There's a part of me that just feels like, and like there's so many relationships that have occurred that were not public until they were married.
Right.
Those tend to be the genuine ones. Like you look at it, like it took me years to realize that Nicole Ari Parker was married to Boris Kujel.
You did not know that?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
it
just took you some time.
They were dating for a long time before they actually got married.
Correct.
Now Boris Kujel, light skinned Tyson type dude.
Yeah.
That having to start acting and do that. Nicole, green-eyed bandit.
She's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
She killed it on Empire.
Yeah.
Her and Taraji were having this little caramel light skin thing going for a little bit. That was hilarious. But, most people didn't know they were married till later. And then they only recently started like posting on social media because they had a initiative for fitness and some other non-profit organizations. So, yeah, I saw that.
Listen
she
to me.
She been in the gym.
My girl, I'm trying to get where you at. And anytime that you thinking that you want to go back, listen to me.
But that's another thing. That was for TV.
This will be the only woman that I promise you
that was for TV.
I might be. I think I'm bisexual. I'm bisexual. Stop playing with me. I'm definitely bi. I would absolutely have sex with her, like completely.
You're not like bi over
Shut up.
one chick.
I don't give a. Excuse me.
Is there another woman that you would do?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
So what do we consider that? Just curious? I ain't just fucking curious. I would never date a man or marry a man again. She gave me an opportunity. I would be all over that. Okay.
Sin, you hear that?
I would be all over it. I'm bisexual. Thank you. For anybody that cares to know, yes, Shay is. Okay.
See, now you're gonna have. You already got to deal with women. I mean, men. Now you're gonna have to deal with women.
I'm damn it. Listen to me. This is everything.
They already smacking in your butt when you
have
twerking.
to be you. I'm a femme. I'm a whole femme. Okay, so I need you to look just like her in order for me to fuck with you. I don't want to deal with no stud. I'm here. This is where I'm at right here. You gotta have this whole package for me to go there.
Oh wait, I got a crazy story to tell.
Listen to me, Sin, girl.
So, last week I did a baby shower, right?
Right.
And one of the people that were there, I was familiar with, and I was trying to figure out as a person that was usually keeping around them was their husband. And she gave me the illest look. Husband. I was like, that's not your husband? So she comes in closer to me, right? And she's like whispering. She's like, no, that's not my husband. My husband's in Connecticut. That used to be a woman.
You stop.
And I was like, oh. She's like, you don't see his shoes?
Deep.
And I looked at the shoes and I'm like,
Right. Even that don't fucking tells you nothing nowadays.
I'm like, straight like a whole dude, right? So, but here's my point in bringing that up. You would not deal with any other woman
other than Santana.
But Santana. So how you can't really call
all right.
yourself,
So then I'm not gay.
You just have a crush on one particular person.
I don't care what man you talk about. Whatever. I definitely have a crush on her. Everybody knows that's an H.E.R. I'm like, y'all don't. She come on the film. I need y'all to shut the fuck up.
You
real
gotta
quick.
stop watching porn. That's all that is.
It don't have anything to do with porn. I don't watch porn like that. I just think
I'm
I don't
joking.
know. No, honestly, I have to have a conversation with her. Anybody that can set this up, I'm so very serious. Maine, I need you to set this up. I need to know, why am I so drawn to her? I really do. I need to know this. She's everything to me. I mean, I think I looked at these pictures like.
Did you used to watch Love and Hip Hop a lot?
No.
No.
I didn't used to watch it, but I used to always think
When were you introduced to her?
When it was when she was going through like her mental health stuff or whatever like that, and she was kind of like really suffering with it with Joe, and was kind of trying to dive into it. So I think it was like the social work side of me that kind of like tapped into it and was like, damn, you can't see she depressed? Like, she's suffering through this whole postpartum depression and shit. Like, give her a break. So I was drawn into her then when she was with the wild hair and looking crazy. Wasn't when she was looking good like this on this type of level. But when I started paying attention to her was when he started doing his little fuckboy shit. And I was like, you don't need him. You don't deserve him, girl. I mean, he don't deserve you. Okay, and that was it.
From
and then
a misogynist point of
view, learning her personality and just how funny she was and just all this type of stuff. How did we get on this fucking topic of this sin? Okay,
you brought it.
I did, but I wanted to show you the recent pictures, but you already seen it.
Oh,
so I'm gonna need Maine to make this happen. Please.
But here's the thing:
make it happen.
From a misogynist point of view, Joe Budden is a legend. Like, if you look at his
track record,
list of exes. Sin.
That crazy one.
Didn't he used to do?
What's her name with the big butt?
H.E.R.
Oh my god.
Eric. Esther Baxter. Who was it? What's the other light skinned one that shapely?
I don't know.
He just has an abundance of
he got a
beautiful women
Rolodex. Okay.
that have dated him.
But he has a child with this particular one.
He has a child with a couple of them.
Oh, well, I don't know about the rest of them. I'm talking about Sin.
I believe. I could be wrong. Let me stop.
Right, exactly. Because I only seen him with a child with her. Now, let's get to it. I'm moving on. Go to your topics.
We all over the place today.
No, we're not. We was on topic because we was talking about sex. We was talking about beautiful people. We was talking about a lot.
You said you got another topic. That was your two topics?
I got you too.
Okay.
Yeah, we good. Go ahead.
So we're going to deal with this other topic.
Go ahead.
This one that was trending on social media and Black Twitter as usual.
Okay.
Should men pay for their girlfriends, homegirls' food when they're out at a restaurant together? I'm going to let you answer first, and then I'm going to give my gentleman perspective.
Only if he knew that she was coming. And it was
See,
planned.
yeah, you different. You different.
You think so?
Brooklyn girls are always different. That's that. Yeah,
so?
There's something in our water. I'm serious. I don't know if it's the East River water that they try to sneak into y'all drinking water.
It must be. I don't know, but that would be my thought process. That's real.
That's would be mine as well in general.
Yeah.
Gentleman point of view. Yeah, if you definitely knew that he was coming, why not?
Then why
and
not?
You got it.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Otherwise, and then you just be appropriate, especially if your significant other, has informed you that this person is coming, and y'all dependent.
But here's my thing: the friend should not have an expectation that you're going to take care of.
Just what I fucks with you. That's what I was just about to say. That they should at least be reaching in to offer, and then you say as the person, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. If you want to leave the tip, you can leave the tip. But other than that,
there was one comment that I seen that was so hilarious to me and so wrong at the same time.
What?
Dude was like, all right, if I'm paying for my girl's meal and her meal, so what does that mean? I get to take both of them home?
Oh my God.
I'm saying.
Here we go.
Equal opportunity.
No goddamn equal opportunity. Here we go again. Because then that's the assumption that because you pay for a freaking meal, you supposed to be getting laid. Absolutely not. It's like, come on. Like,
I take care of you. Y'all take care of me.
Wow. No. Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Why not?
Doesn't work that way, man. It doesn't work that way. I mean,
Look at her face. She turned off right now.
Right.
She annoyed. She's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
I don't
and
know
I know you don't. I really believe wholeheartedly that these people believe that. Like, they believe that if they buy you something that is meant for you to get this, that, and a third. I'm sorry.
I don't think they believe that. Here's the thing. The whole purpose of that whole, if you're going to be my girl and I'm going to do things like this and you have an expectation of me doing things for you like this,
Right.
these are my expectations. That's all that really is. And you can either meet them or you can...
She paying for home food. Because we ain't doing none of that bullshit.
I don't take women out on a date expecting to get tail. In my opinion, I don't have to take you on a date to get tail.
Oh.
If all I want is actual tail, come over.
Right. Say the word.
Or I'm coming over to you.
Right. But
hotel, whatever.
Right. But again, you're different. And that people need to communicate this. That's why I feel like when we next one, real talk. Y'all sending y'all questions and everything like that. But yo, Maine and I just we gonna talk, okay? Because I say this to say that people nowadays, before dating, before dating, all this type of shit, they have this misconception in their mind that if they take you to do whatever, that you're about to drop your jaws and you're about to give them whatever it is that's needed.
Here's the thing you have to understand. It's not a misconception. It's their goal. If that is their goal and that's what they're trying to do.
Right. But hear me out.
But no, here's what you need to realize. All you have to say, it's not happening.
Of course. It's not a problem for me. I'm talking about in general with people and how they move and they grind and they do their thing. If that's what somebody is choosing to do, then let them do that. But what I'm saying is that when we have our conversation, the next one, that we're just talking, realistically,
we might go live for that one. We might go directly live from the Facebook page. I need the Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yeah, we got it. It's there, but it's real because it's
a box here.
It's out there, yeah. Uh-huh. So the whole thing is the fact that these wonderful people that believe that this is what's going to happen, that you're going to give up the poo-tang or whatever, warped sense of self and personality.
Warped, yes, but you also understand most of the dudes that are like that are corny anyway.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Most of the dudes that have that mentality have never had a solid, official, healthy relationship.
Right. You're
there is an idea that occurs in most men's mind where the sole purpose of relationship is sexual interaction.
Right.
Part of that comes from growing up in the church or traditional values where it's like, yeah, you want to do right by the lady, and if you want the draws, you got to be their boyfriend or their man or marry them. That's why there's so many divorces. Right. Because there are women that will hold on to those traditional values and, no, I'm not giving up unless we're married.
And then they give it up and then like the person in the beginning.
Or they might give it up and then a child comes into place and,
they
all right, I got to get married.
Yeah.
Nothing has developed relationship, right? There's no friendship. There's no partnership. There's no understanding. There's only sexual intimacy. Because this society has constructed this ideology that this is how interaction with men should work, and men and women should work all together. But there's so much variety and variations in this current society where none of that almost doesn't make sense anymore.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to say it doesn't. It just doesn't. And I'm over that shit. I'd be like, yo, I'm totally over it.
Here's the thing. There are people that don't want to be in relationships, but they have moments where they need affection, they need intimacy, they need physical interaction. And they hope to find somebody for that moment.
Yep.
They don't want to hurt that person's feelings. They don't want to be mean. But we are naturally built to be affectionate towards. And, we're biologically built to reproduce.
Okay.
You know what I
People
mean?
people reproduce all they want. So all right. And I did have a third question. Maine was right. I forgot about it, but I remembered it off of you just saying that.
Oh Lord,
You
here we
ready
go.
for it? Okay, because we over that one. Pay for the girl shit. We already talked about it. It is what it is.
Yes, it is.
All right, keeping on topic. Here we go. So, I like to travel. I do a lot. COVID has stumped some of that because of the quarantine shit, right? Now, is it wrong for a woman to have a traveling buddy that you may or you may not have sex with them, but they have an understanding and you have understanding that you are my person that I like to travel with because we have a close bond and a relationship on that level that I enjoy your time and your company. We're not in a relationship, but this is the closest thing we're going to get to that part. Would you be comfortable with that?
Here's the thing.
Would you be comfortable with
Most dudes are going to be comfortable with that, regardless.
Let me say this again.
Because they're going to have a level of hope eventually. Now, I'm speaking most dudes.
Look at my
I'm
face.
not-
If he even taping this out of my face.
Oh, my
okay?
gosh.
Maine.
I know
Let me
what you're
say,
saying.
Maine.
Let me finish my point.
Be comfortable with that. That's a yes or no answer.
Let me finish my point.
You gotta make a point before you say yes or no.
If we've had the communication,
Would you be comfortable with that?
if we had the communication and the agreement occurs, then obviously if there's an agreement that I've made, it's cool. But if not, you know what I mean? You know, there's a part of me that can sometimes be of that. What's that rule? There's a YouTube channel, Big Josh. Shout out to him. And he has one video skit where he's talking to a girl that's trying to come over, and he was like, "Nah, you can't come over unless you smashing. Those are smashing hours. We can hang out." And she was like, "But we have hang out after a time." She's like, "Nah, but we were in the car." Well, I mean, we could have smashed. Nah, I'm sizey. Big John's like 6'2", 6'3", 300 something pounds. He's a big dude, right? Look like he used to play in the NFL or something. He's like, "I'm sizey. I can't really do nothing in the car." He's like, "But you've been over my place. Your place, your rules. My place, my rules. So if you coming over at smashing hours, you're going to get smashed. So if you don't want to get smashed, can't come over."
That makes sense. Those are the rules.
So if there's an agreement that occurs and understanding that occurs, you know, it is what it is.
Okay.
And then what was funny, she tried to bring up another person that he was cool with. That's homie. He was like, "No, but that's the homie. I'm not trying to smash her."
Right.
It's like, but she came up. No, that's the homie. That's like, sis. I'm not smashing sis.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
He said, "I'm sizey. We're not doing it in the car."
You sizey. You can't be doing all that extra shit. I'm sorry. Can't flip that way.
But I'm just saying, like, listen.
I get you.
To me, that just sounds like, can I have my cake without the frosting?
Well, I don't like frosting.
You know what I mean? And honestly, like, do you honestly feel if you're constantly around somebody that you're cool with, that's handsome, and you like being around and keeping company, and you're always traveling, sharing the same bed, even if it's the same room and it's a double bed, nothing's going to happen?
Nothing's going to happen. I'm comfortable with that. Because I know who I am. And I know how far I'm going to go. I'm comfortable with that. I ain't sit on your face yet.
Yeah.
And I'm very comfortable around Maine.
Yeah.
Okay, he know my deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I ain't sit on your face yet.
She's starting trouble. Look at that.
I sure am.
Because I'm a different dude. I ain't
Now you gonna say because he's a different dude.
I am a different dude.
I mean, I've been around Maine, okay, and
I'm not the person that pursues when the goal is not going to be reached. Like, I like to win. I don't like to, I can deal with challenges.
He said, but not Shay.
I'm a Cancer. We not gonna do more than we need to.
But not Shay. Nah, we great. But that's
hilarious.
I fucks with him, the hard body. Like, yo, y'all don't come for him. She will come out. Okay. All right. What's the last one?
Well, we already kind of touched on it with public relationships and breakups. Because that's what I was going to bring up with the whole Quavo and Sweetie thing. And, all I really saw was the headline about, the repo thing.
Yeah, he went there.
From the blogs.
And that's only because people kept feeding into it like, yo, take your shit back. Take your shit back. I mean, they was going
But that's my thing about public relationships. To me, most celebrities that have public relationships, they don't intend to last.
Yeah.
Look at all the celebrities that you have known that have just started dating somebody, and within a month or less than 3 months, they're all public about it. They don't know each other yet, but yet they're all lovey-dovey. They're going on trips. They're doing all whatever.
Yeah. Real. I mean,
when you're rich in your industry and you have resources and stuff.
Yeah, but think about when we find out about it, because it's not even like, we have to really teeter on the fact that we're not necessarily finding about it when it's happening. We're finding about it after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Let's look
we don't know how far.
Right.
Harvey?
No, let's look at Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, facts.
How long did they were married and still denying that they were married?
Facts.
Because they had the intention of lasting.
Until.
Even with dirt. And please believe me, I do not believe Hov is the only one who had some indiscretions.
Right.
Bay don't call herself King B for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. I know damn well she stepped on that mofo. I'm like, I was mad that if she didn't do it.
But here's the thing.
And I'm not one for cheating, but I bet you I believe that she should have stepped out on that ass.
And there's different levels. Like when people, I don't honestly believe Jay actually had complete sexual relations. Maybe head, maybe some of that on tour. Somebody topped him off. I don't know.
He did. He definitely did, and he admitted to it. So don't retract that statement. He admitted to it, and it is what it is. I mean,
but
he said
that's an indiscretion regardless.
His indiscretions, he based it off of his childhood trauma and the relationships he had with people that broke a side of him that he did not know existed until he went to counseling.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Somebody told him that piece of information.
Right.
He didn't believe that.
He didn't believe it until he learned that about himself. Somebody can't tell you nothing. Me as a social worker, when somebody comes to me and they sitting and they talking to me, I may hint at what I think it is, but you have to determine that for yourself, and you have to dive a little bit deeper. Okay, we're gonna do a little self-care. All right. Where do you think this stems from? You know what I'm saying? So you dive in a little bit deeper with that person, and as a therapist, you're really going another notch. So that person is saying, all right, I'll charge you with owning your shit and also tapping into, when do you think that this started, that you believe that you couldn't trust women? And that was another topic, and I'm going to save that for the next topic, because I definitely want to know, do men who have tarnished relationship with their mother, if we did a scientific experiment with the hypothesis and everything else, are those men more susceptible to cheating because they have past trauma with their mothers? Does it stem
I don't
from
see
there?
why not, because your mother is supposed to be the first example of love and relationship and connection that you have to women and womanhood.
Anybody that wants to sign up for this experiment, please hit us up at dearloveandlust@gmail.com. Because Shay, the one here who likes to deal with the, data, okay?
That's why you get the big bucks.
Yeah. I really want to dive into this one. I want to see what people have experienced. I want to do a focus group, and I really want to dive in. I know people think it's corny, but whatever. I really want to meet people who seriously, because I want to help us as minorities, as African Americans. I just really want to help us understand where this trauma stems from, why we feel like we
Put
need
it
to
this
be
way.
so detrimental to each other.
There are so many amazing positive things that we as black people, people of color, African Americans, whatever label you want to call us in this country and society,
Right.
do. In spite of every specific, deliberate, evil,
Damn.
ingenious things that were oppressed upon us during slave trade, during Jim Crow era, during segregation, during civil rights, and the era of racism and systemic racism to avoid us from being positive, healthy, connected families, relationships, and so forth. Everything in this country has been designed to break us. Now I'm gonna get a little more political, a little more conspiracy theorist with this next couple of words. The reason why I believe there's a resurgence of white supremacists and white terrorists is because of the theory that when a person, excuse me, or a group of people are continuously oppressed, over time, that oppression becomes their strength. And they become stronger than the oppressor because they have survived all the torture and trauma of that oppression to still thrive. Meanwhile, the oppressor have not grown or got anything, any resources above what they have practiced during their oppression and doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There are some people, like if you're pushing somebody into the water to drown them,
Right.
they're not going to drown right away. They're going to keep fighting. They're going to keep
Right.
pushing. And if they should happen to realize that they can actually still swim if they stop trying to push up to the person that's oppressing them and instead go deeper,
Right. And
hold
just
their
swim
breath
away.
longer, swim away,
Right.
and rise up on another area.
Hello. They will survive.
Meanwhile, the oppressor is still trying to push them down and they can't even find them. They're looking in the water
Yeah.
for where they thought they drowned this person. They already risen on the other side.
All right now. Okay. So,
Same thing goes with love and relationships.
come on. Speak it so we can end this well. Come on.
Some people have lots of relationship trauma throughout their lifetime. The ones that want to overcome and grow and enjoy their life and be happy, whether they're with somebody or not, will always come through regardless of what they had to deal with.
Okay.
The ones that want to wallow in their misery and their victimhood, if you don't see anything else besides being a victim or see anything beyond your trauma and your damage,
Right.
where are you going to go?
Understood.
Your identity is built on the fact that you've been a victim or you dealing with trauma.
We're going local. I'm going to Salsa Latino. This total. I'm like I'm just playing shit in my head as you're talking. Go ahead now. I swear I received it.
She
Do you
was
want salsa Latino?
planning to go down to BK to do
Right.
some, or not BK,
The Bronx X.
for some BBQs
Right.
with, her personal stylist.
Yes. Okay.
But we've been sitting here talking. Let's see.
Yeah, it's 7:00. By the time I get there, it's fucking 9. They close at 11:00.
My bad.
No, it's all good. I'm not even worried about that.
Options.
I was asking, did you want food?
We'll see. I might.
Yeah, salsa
roll.
Latina.
Yeah, I might
Okay.
roll.
Yeah. All right.
But back to my,
Yeah, go
epic
ahead. I'm
point.
sorry. Go ahead.
Somebody's talking about food.
Cut that out.
Nah, we keeping all of it. We real over here at Dear Love and Lust.
I'm like, you talking about my stomach is stuck in my back. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, like, you know, my situation, my situation with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
I could have let that manipulate my whole interaction with women.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But that's not my goal. My goal is different. My goal is pure happiness.
Yeah.
Genuine happiness.
Right.
To give and receive it.
Right. Reciprocation is everything. Everything. Truly.
So, we not doing that.
All right. Well, that's what's up. All right, y'all. You know, we sorry. It's like we don't be seeing each other for a second. We be like going in on just a million different topics. We do apologize, but we hope y'all vibing with us. Okay. So, to conclude, let me bring this back so we can make sure we hear me. All right. This concludes episode 13. Damn, man. It's probably gonna be the first one that I ain't really dive in. Hold on real quick.
Why didn't you dive in?
Hold on real quick.
Since you're not leaving, you might as well dive in.
Nah, hold on real quick.
What, you forget something?
Yes. Open up that door and get on that closet, man. You're going to see them there. The rose petals. I can't do that.
I'm going to edit this part.
I can't. You edit this part.
What were we saying? Where we at?
All right. So we are going to, we appreciate you guys for hanging in there with us and, listening to Maine and I jump all over topics as we are just so excited to be together. Okay. Because it's been a minute. We always kind of try to catch up and throw a million things in there at once. But this was episode 13. And we're talking about Ask Me About Anything, which we definitely dived in and we talked about everything. Okay. And then some. But if you would like to participate in this variation of, Dear Abby type of vibe, all right, of Dear Love and Lust, presented by the CEO, the founder, the creator, the man behind the mask of everything and then some, Mr. Jumaine Brown, a.k.a. Maine Event. We need you to send us those emails at dearloveandlust@gmail.com. We need y'all to be present on the posts, those episodes, comment, put your views in there and things about what you're thinking about. What would you like to hear from us? What would you like to vibe about? Give us constructive criticism too, because I know sometimes Shay be running her motherfucking mouth. Okay, I watched a couple episodes and I was like, damn, did you just cut him off? Did you just, let Maine talk?
It's all good.
I'm just saying, if you would like to kind of just maybe be a guest, because Maine talked about letting people come on and stuff like that and having a guest
I'm formulating
aspect
a
of
list.
that. He's getting it together, okay? So I just need y'all to know that this man is amazing. He's doing great things. I'm just, I'm not just saying that because he's my friend, okay? He really is. And for whoever the person is that he actually likes, I've told you before, don't make me come for you, okay? You better act like you know, because you got a good one, all right? So, with that being said, I'm sorry. Let me digress. All right. I'm going to need you to tune into Dear Love and Lust like us. All right. Because we keep it a buck. We keep it 100 all the time. And we're here for you guys. Okay. So we want to know, what are your questions about certain things? Because we are just two people that had some really fucked up things happen to us. All right. I'm keeping it 100, which y'all already know my life. Okay. I think I'm bisexual, but I don't know yet. All right. So we're gonna figure it out. Whatever, man. Whatever.
Have a girl crush on one woman.
I have a girl crush on one woman. So he says I'm not gay. So
and you haven't done anything with a woman.
I haven't at all. Here's my sister Meek calling at this particular pivotal point. Hold on, Meek. I'm wrapping up the show. We're going to keep this in right now. So, Dear Love and Lust would like you guys to please chime in. So many lows. She's such a professional. She hung up. We appreciate y'all. Maine, you already know what it is. Much love to y'all. Get that merch. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.